What is up, guys? We are back. We're about to make another video, and we're going to debunk this whole myth on drop shackles on a Cummins. So if you guys know, Turbo Tom made a video on some drop shackles for his race truck, and good dude, he does some awesome stuff. He's actually one of the guys that I enjoy watching and can handle watching because he knows a lot of good information, and he does a lot of stuff on his own, and I admire him for that. But his video on drop shackles, it's conflicting because there's no reason that on certain trucks it should work and certain trucks it won't. That just doesn't make sense. If you watch Greg A's videos on drop shackles, his brother Andrew, his old white truck, the new owner is G_MIRM, G-MERM or something. That truck has drop shackles, dropped like 2 inches with those things. A lot of people have them, and on his truck it didn't work for some reason. And I have a theory on why it didn't work. A lot of people that commented on that video have the same theory as me. But we're going to go ahead and hopefully debunk that whole myth. Because a lot of people are scared to buy them. I know a buddy of mine, he hasn't wanted to buy them ever since he saw that video because it's technically a waste of money if it doesn't work. So I'm going to try and prove that wrong today. I will point out the step that I'm going to do differently, and hopefully you guys will take notice of that, and hopefully it makes sense to you. But let's get the tape measure. Let's go take some measurements on where this bad boy's sitting right now. Well, maybe not out there. We'll pull it in and then take measurements. It's not really on flat ground right now, so let's go start this thing up and get the tape measure. All right, so this is weird. This side is 9.5 on the rear. Maybe I got something loose? I don't know. And this side is like this. So this side is higher on. What in the world? It's about. So we got on this side 9.5 and 8 3/4. So about 3/4 of an inch on this side. And then this side it's lower. I don't know what's going on. About 8 1/4 there. So I don't know. I guess it's not that much different than I thought. One side's about 3/4 of an inch difference, and I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out what these drop shackles will do. And I might be able to put some stuff back in the rear end, hopefully in overload, but we will see. But to do this, it's gonna be the same stuff as I've showed you guys on leaf packs, like trying to reverse level it and stuff. Same deal. So we got to get the suspension hanging on the rear end and all that. So we're gonna have to put jack stands up, probably right in there, and probably have to get out 2x6s to set them on, and then we'll jack it up and let them sit on the jack stands, and then let the axle droop down, and then we'll get at these rear hangers and see what kind of bolt sizes and all that good stuff they are. We're gonna need to get out our light and get it under here so we can see with the GoPro and all that stuff. But let's go ahead and unbox these shackles and take a look at those. Alright guys, so you can see I ordered the same ones that are on Greg A's video, and I got on, if you want to know how to order them, just get on his video and you will figure it out. They're pretty robust looking pieces, got some really nice welds on them from what I can see. They got greasable fitting, or greasable bushings, which is cool. So, I don't know, it looks like a really quality piece. It's about $100. A little less before shipping, and then shipping was like $11 or something like that. But pretty solid piece. Looks pretty nice, honestly. So I'm definitely happy with them. They look good. So let's go about getting this thing ready. If you have a hitch, that would make all this way easier, because I would literally just jack it up from the hitch. Put some jack stands under there for safety, but I would absolutely be jacking it up from the hitch to make life easier. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing where it needs to be. I don't know, probably, I assume I'll have to pull off the wheels and tires and all that good stuff again, but it's not a big deal because I need the axle to hang. So yeah, let's hop to it. Okay, so you guys can see where we've made it. We've got the rear end up. I have not taken the tires and wheels off because I really don't think I'll need to. Airbagit on their website, if you go to where you buy these things, it also has instructions right below it, and you hit the click instructions button and it'll show you it'll tell you what to do. It says for shackles, all you have to do is get the frame suspended, or supported, not suspended, Put a jack below the axle, undo both shock mounts to relieve the pressure, let the axle down, and then you can move on to the shackles, which it says to take off the top and the bottom bolts and save all the hardware because you're going to be reusing it as it doesn't come with new hardware. So get these puppies off, and yeah, you basically just put the new ones in. So we're going to start trying to loosen these. I got the impact and breaker bar and all that stuff, so I don't know if I'll need it or not. I don't know if my lens is blurry or if it's just dark under here. But yeah, so we need to remove the hardware. I've got the jack under the axle, so the truck can't really go anywhere. I don't know. Yeah, I assume I can just unbolt this, pull that out, and put the new one in. We will find out. So let's hop to it. All right, guys. So disregard. Well, Nate's pulling out. We'll wait until he leaves. It's loud. 6-7. All right. So disregard what I said in that last, well, I'm not even going to show you guys that clip. So the correct orientation to put these things on is with, it has a notch in it to clear the shackle part, or not the shackle, the perch. See, I got these lights up here. Hopefully we'll be able to see what we need to see. Not really. So, but the difference is, so the wide side that you guys can see right here goes on the inside, and the skinny side goes on the outside. This is the passenger side. So wide side on the inside, skinny side on the outside, and this side has a little notch in it up here to clear the perch. But I'm bottoming out on this bolt. I don't know how it's gonna ride doing that. I think it's gonna ride very bad. I don't know what that's all about. Our total drop, I think is, our total drop in the rear, I've only measured this side, is 1.5 inches. So it was supposed to be 2. It's bottoming out on that bolt on both sides. I don't know if that's affecting it at all. I have a feeling it's gonna affect ride quality, maybe. I don't know. Could be wrong. But it's definitely sitting pretty good now. I'm liking where it's sitting. I don't know. It's hard to get a feel for it inside, so I'll get you a good clip of it. God, whenever I pull it outside tomorrow. It's pretty dark right now. It's like 9 o'clock. But it definitely, I don't know. I like how it's sitting. I don't know if I'm going to have to put a spacer back in the rear to bring it up just a tad. But I'm definitely not going to be able to get away with putting an overload back in, and that doesn't matter considering I'm just going to put bags in it anyway. But I'm definitely happy with how it looks. I think it was worth it. If it didn't drop it at all, like in the other videos say, then I would say it's not worth it, but we busted that myth. So let's clean this off. So you guys that are looking to lower your Cummins with drop shackles, the other video, that's a complete myth. If you put them on backwards, it will limit how much it drops. And if you tighten the bolts down before you put the truck on under its own weight, so if you tighten all your nuts and bolts down, which is only 2, there's 2 bolts per side that you have to undo. So do not tighten those down until you set the truck back down, kind of jump on it a little bit in the bed, and then tighten them down so it'll fully settle. If you tighten them down before that, it's going to bind up and it's not going to lower it at all. It's going to be hanging at the longest height it can go. So yeah, if you do it either of those ways, it is in fact not going to lower your truck at all. But if you put them on the right sides that they're supposed to be on, just like I showed you, and you don't tighten the bolts or torque the bolts down until it's under its own weight, then you're going to be fine. You're going to get results. And I'm definitely happy with it. I don't think I'm going to mess with the front now. We'll see. I thought about lowering the front, cutting coils and dropping it a little bit more, but honestly, I think it's looking pretty good in here. I'm curious to see what it looks like outside. Next will probably be possibly some shocks. There's a lot of things I want to do to the truck, but I mean, I just enjoy driving it, so I'm going to make sure that the shocks aren't bottoming out, which I don't know if they will be on the rear. The front, I think they are. Or if I hit a bump or something feels awful in the front end. I'm pretty sure it's the shocks bottoming out because they were meant for a taller truck. But It could be something else. I've checked everything else. I do have a popping noise in the steering. I don't know what that's about, but I've checked the ball joints and all that, so we're good there. So I'm thinking it's maybe the shocks. We'll find out in a future video whenever that time comes. But yeah, I will wait till the morning time to get you guys a clip of this thing rolling out of the garage. So I kind of lied. I didn't pull it outside whenever I said I was going to, because I got caught up doing something else. Look at all this wiring. This is all Rocklight wiring from the 05. I could not handle it anymore. It drove me absolutely crazy. So I've got almost all the Rocklights out. I think all of them but one, and that's in the other inner fender. In order to get it out, I have to pull the inner fender, and I'm not doing that today. It's a Saturday. Don't want to be messing with that. So yeah, but I've got that stuff out because I cleaned up the underhood. I don't think I've showed you guys yet, but maybe I did. I took out this the ugly looking heat piece. I don't even know what you call it, but I took that thing out, and the other day I power washed the engine bay really good, and I went ahead and put some dressing on the engine bay. Looks really good. It always works. I've done it that way for a long time. I've done hundreds upon hundreds of vehicles that way. Ever since I started detailing. Never had any problems doing it that way. But the hood, I sprayed purple power on and let it kind of sit, and then got to power washing it really good. And a lot of stuff came off, but I had to take some Renegade Iron X or iron remover. I don't even know what it's called. Voodoo X iron remover, and it took literally all the dirt right off. It had some sort of iron in it because I just used it as a cleaner, and sure enough, when I sprayed it on there, it started making it purple. And that's whenever you know that it senses some sort of iron or something like that. So now we're gonna go ahead and pull the truck out so you guys can get a new look at how it sits. Today, for some reason, I've been seeing a bunch of trucks with cut coils in the front. It's really making me a little bit jealous. So right now, I'm saying that I'm done messing with the suspension, but I could very well be lying there. So let's go ahead and pull this thing out. And there is the final product of drop shackles, no overloads, and 2 of the blocks removed. Couldn't be any happier with it. I really like how it looks. It almost could go lower. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. I really like how it looks. I could go lower if I cut coils, but then I'd have to remove leaves, and I don't know. I use the truck too much for that, so bags will need to happen before I hook up the gooseneck and all that good stuff. But we did get some wiring removed. A couple buddies stopped by the shop today, so I really didn't get much done, and that's fine. I've been messing with stuff every day, and it was good to have some company over and, I don't know, just hang out and talk. It is Saturday evening, so I don't know. I'm sure we'll do something. I don't know what we're gonna do, but yeah. So as for the drop shackle video, that is a wrap. I don't have anything else for you. So till next time on the Old School Crew, we will see you guys later. Bye, guys.